What up, everybody? Welcome back to iRacing. And today we are back in the Pro 4 trucks. We are at the Crandon International Raceway, and this is week 1 of the season. And I'm going to show you guys the TV version of this race. This was actually my first race in a VR headset. Was a little nervous, a little squirrely, as you can see there. And I'm not going to spoil what ends up happening. But if you do find yourself enjoying iRacing, I would appreciate it if you guys would click that like button. It helps me out. It lets me know you guys want to see more of this kind of content. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would also consider subscribing to the channel. And the reason I'm giving you guys the TV view instead of the in-car view like I normally do is just that, quite frankly, the guys in this race, and I'm not going to name any names, we're using a lot of curse words, things that I personally don't want putting out in my videos. So because of that, I'm going to mute up their chat. And this is the qualifying run. And as you can see, we've got our first lap on the board at a 1:16.7. That is good enough for the pole at the moment. And we are finishing up our second lap here. And let's see what we get for our second lap time. But anyways, the hope here is that I will get more comfortable with the VR headset, and get a little more control. And our second lap ended up being a 1:16.8, so not good enough to improve. But we're going to go ahead and jump to the race now. And before I go any further, guys, I did want to mention that I have partnered up with W Energy Drinks. If you go to w.gg and use the discount code Idaho Panhandle, you can enjoy drinks such as the Big Energy Tears and Push and Punch and Galaxy Grenade that you see here on the screen, as well as Monkey Madness. And you can also get a shaker. And like I said, if you use the discount code Idaho Panhandle, you will save 10% off of your order. And all the benefits of an energy drink, but without the sugar crash or the sugar jitters that you would get from most energy drinks. But anyways, guys, if you do go to w.gg and use the discount code Idaho Panhandle, you will save 10%. All right, guys, and here we go. We're going green, and I got a little bit of a late start, but we're green, and as you can see, things are a little tight here on the first corner, and I screwed up, got into the wall, and then, yeah, ended up having to tow. Truck was dead at that point. And again, because I have the voice chat muted, I apologize. I told them that it was my fault. And the lucky thing on this one is because this was a land rush start, we technically had not reached the start of the first lap. So because of that, instead of it counting as just a regular tow, it counted as a missed start. So I actually did not have to sit as long as one would normally have to sit. And so you can see here that we are now coming out to take the start of the first lap. We are in eighth or ninth place. I'm not sure exactly which, but we are 16 seconds plus behind the next truck. And as you can see, we're in the ninth place. But yeah, we're 16 seconds behind the 8th place truck. And that corner was horrible. Absolutely horrible. I completely understand why it gave me a lost control there. But anyways, so we are coming around here now to complete the first lap. And the other reason that I have muted the voice chat, and this is not going to come up until later in the race, but there was some discussion during the race. The leader was slowing down to allow the field to catch up. He did do some coaching with the trucks that were right around him. I kind of understand why he was doing that, trying to make the race better, more competitive. But yeah, kind of wish that I had not screwed up in that corner right there on the start, because the fact that we had the best time on qualifying, and as you guys are going to see here in a little bit, I think it's a couple laps away, I ended up getting at least at one point the fastest lap. I think I held on to the fastest lap for the whole race. Would have been very interested to see how this would have turned out, but that's really the only spoiler that I'm going to give at this point. We are on lap 3, and you can see that the gap is already coming back a little bit. We had one person who crashed out. So we did move up a spot. We're now in the 8th position, but we're only 13 seconds behind the 7th place truck. And we seem to be making some good time here. Again, we are in VR, and this is our first race in VR. But we seem to be making some good time. Just need to get a little more seat time, get a little more comfortable. We're going to be starting the 4th lap here in just a second. And you can see here that we just put up the fastest lap with 1:15.8. And we're picking up 2 and 3 seconds a lap on the trucks directly in front of us. The only one that we're not making huge grounds on is the leader. All right, and coming in around the final corner to start lap 5. Got a little tight on that one. And you will notice that the gap to 6th place, because we had another truck that crashed out, the gap to 6th place is now down to 8.5 seconds. So we are making a lot of ground up, and here the leader is starting to talk about slowing down and to wait up for the field. Again, it is what it is. I understand why he wants to be in a competitive race. We still have the fastest lap at this point, and we are on lap 6. But again, notice that the difference in lap times, we are gaining anywhere from 2 to 5 seconds on everybody except for the leader. And we got 3 trucks that are out of the race, so we are in 7th place. Got a little bit of a rough landing right there. And we are now in 6th place because another vehicle has had to tow. And we are only 1.5 seconds behind the now 5th place truck. So the gap is closing. Kind of touched the wall right there. Kind of messed up that corner. We're getting a little too wide on this corner right here. And we'll have 2 to go at the line. Kind of cut that corner. basically, as I'm getting closer to this guy, I'm making some subtle mistakes. Don't know if I would have not made these mistakes if I wasn't in VR. So I'm not going to blame it on that just yet. But again, we are less than a second behind the 4th place truck. If I could have kept that corner tight, I could have totally passed him, but we didn't. And we will have 1 to go at the line. Again, kind of cutting the corner a little bit. And we are going to have the white flag. 1 lap to go. Will we move up to 3rd? Yeah, it looks like we're currently in 4th place. We again had a chance to keep it inside. We totally blew it. Need to start braking a little bit sooner. Keep it inside. And yeah. That jump right there was actually a lot closer than it looked. Actually, I think it was, yeah, that previous jump was a lot closer than it looked. In VR, it looked like I was about to land on him. And right here, I lost track of where he was, kind of let out of the throttle and let him get away from me. And we're going to finish in 4th. But again, if you did find yourself enjoying iRacing, I would appreciate if you guys click that like button. It helps me out. It lets me know you guys want to see more of this kind of content. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would appreciate if you would consider subscribing to the channel. And I will talk to you guys all next time.